What's good, boys and girls? This your boy King Mark, the Fresh Boy, and today video that I'm gonna react to mother and daughter toxic drama that probably don't get along with each other. So yeah, so I just came across on YouTube. It's just like, you know what, I want to react to the video, and to me though, it's an island girl. So yes, my little island girl. So to me though, if you got your own little snacks, drinks, cover, whatever you got, I hope y'all relax, cause we're gonna watch this video that I'm react to. And to me though, boys and girls, make sure you check them short videos out. Don't be afraid, watch them short videos. Yes, I do short videos and I do long videos. So yes, so and turn around and post my short video on Instagram, show them short videos some loves also too, and then turn around and post my short video on TikTok, help my brother out on TikTok as well. So yes, so let's get to this video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, turn bell on, comment below, and share with your family. Cause don't forget that subscribe because will help the channel a lot. And hit me on Instagram and TikTok. Show your brother some love, all boys and girls. So let's get to this video. Cause toxic mother versus daughter drama. Kids going no content. I know content. I know
Contact.
contact with. Ooh, hold on. There's a long little word right here.
Narcissistic.
Narcissistic parents. TikTok reaction. Alright, let me hit that like button. And they get to it, boys and girls. Living in a house with the engine.
Oh, so you just
Find your phone.
Hey Siri.
Find your phone.
Daniel, can you please give me?
Find your phone. I don't have your
So
phone.
you just broke my phone?
What?
Hey Siri.
Find your phone.
Now I just heard my phone.
Find
in
your
here.
phone.
Now I just
Find
heard my
your
phone
phone.
in here.
I don't have it. Move.
I need to see if my phone.
Don't touch.
It just happened like that. Mom just barged in her room like, where my phone? Oh my goodness.
Touch my stuff.
I need to see where my phone is at.
For my safety.
Hey Siri. So you just broke my phone.
For my safety.
So you just broke my
Okay.
phone.
Yeah, you been a strike cat. I got on
Your
it.
grandmama and your daddy.
I don't have a record.
You ain't shit.
I don't have a
Why
record.
is your dad?
You
look,
said you're trying to
ain't
get me to
your
go to
daddy-
jail, boo.
Ain't this your daddy
You said you're
message?
trying to get me to go to
Why
jail,
is your
boo.
daddy texting me this?
You said you're trying to get me to go to
Look
jail,
at the
boo.
no. I'm gonna
Talk
show
about
you
you
what
finna
your
break
daddy
yourself.
said. I'm your mom and this your dad.
Are you? No, you're not. Stop saying that, please. I don't like you.
That's okay. And I hope y'all see that. You wonder why her ass could be out on the street looking like a bum dealer, like a Bonnie girl. Yes,
waiting. I'm just
You already
waiting for
run my
somebody to
business
try
with
to.
everybody else out of state.
I'm just waiting for somebody to try to flash and act like put their hands on me because I'm going to the police. Oh, you already did. As soon as I turned the camera off, you act like you finna hit me, bitch. Get the
break
phone.
one thing.
Get out of my
The
face.
moment you break one
I
thing.
got you on live, bro.
The moment you break
I
one
have
thing.
you on live. I have you on live. She don't even care about being on.
Oh.
Are you gonna hit me or something?
What the f*** hit you for, Samaya? I don't got no beef with you. Your beef is with me.
I don't even talk to you. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I called you to make sure that you had a ride to work. I don't have to give a damn about you getting to work, Samaya.
No, you didn't. You told me that I had to pay you to get to work. And
I said, do you have some money? Because I don't have none. And then I said, Bug, I got $10. But what I'm trying to tell you for next time is that you can't depend on me to pay my money and my gas to get you to and from work. That's not my responsibility. You can't get mad because I'm
somewhere because
I'm here to help you. I'm not here to put your goddamn bill.
What have you helped me with? You haven't taught me how to drive. You haven't given me that money to go to school. You have not done nothing else.
When do you brush your teeth?
Okay, so what?
Oh my goodness.
He's taking care of you. I didn't tell you you had to leave.
Yes,
I did not tell you you had to leave. You said I hate it here. I hate you. I want to hurry up and move out of here.
And then you said I had money
say, Bug, pack your shit and get the fuck out.
Yes, you did.
I never told you that.
Yes, you did.
No.
We can go to the messages. Yes, you did. You told me that 2 weeks ago that I had 30 days to
You told me
leave.
that you was gonna go anyway, Bug. But you supposed to be going
I
to
was
work.
running up to
You didn't take
leave.
your ass to work. Why? Because you got fired. That's how I know you didn't
Because
go
of
to
you.
work. No, because of you, Bug. Because
You were the
all
one
I
that
said was,
said to take
Bug.
me.
Bug, how much money you make? How much money do you make?
Not $2,000. I barely
Listen to-
make $1,000 a month.
You make $1,000 a month.
Barely.
You told me you make $2,000 a month.
Barely.
But it doesn't even matter, Bug. All I asked for was $50 to $100 out of that. That
A
would
week.
still left you with.
A week.
No, I said when you get paid.
Every
50
week.
to 100. I didn't know when you got paid. That's why I asked you. Either way, you would have still had a bulk of money left, Bug. All I said was help me.
While I may not understand the full
Wow.
context of these first two stories, but I believe the first story in particular, it really shows how these arguments really about what they seem. When a mother starts screaming and accusing her adult daughter of stealing her phone, sometimes it's not about the phone, it's about the control. Some parents just can't accept that their children are now adults with their own boundaries, and once the shouting starts, then you know, of course, the real communication ends. And that constant conflict is what drives so many people to go no contact. And you know, sometimes it's not out of hate, but it's for peace of mind. Now, for the second story where you see that mom yelling at her daughter because she wants money from her daughter's paycheck since she drives her daughter to work. Yes, I get where she's coming from, and that she wants to feel appreciated and just wants her daughter to help out where she can. But you know, I think it's the way that you ask that really matters, because parents sometimes forget that respect goes both ways. Parents have to understand that you can't
That's
demand
true.
the gratitude through anger, because a little understanding and calm conversation would go a lot further than all of that shouting. Wagwan, my Islanders family, welcome back to the channel. I know I am missing from your screen today, but no worries, in the next video you will be seeing my beautiful face back on your screen, and go and big up on yourself. So of course guys, today we're diving into a topic that has been blowing up all over social media, and of course it's about toxic parents and just child relationship, and why more adult children are going no contact with their parents. And these scenarios will show you exactly why. Just like me, I know you guys are eager to get into the rest of this video, but of course, you know, we have to get the formalities out of the way. Show some support to my channel by of course liking this video, and if you're hearing my voice for the very first time, my name is Jody, so please feel free to join the Islanders family by of course hitting that subscribe button. Without further ado guys, let's get into this video, and of course in intervals we're gonna talk about it. Let's watch.
This is going to be a long one, so bear with me. I just got back from my mom's house. Let me tell you why I am never going back over there. Right. Okay, cool. I go to my mom's house. I take my dog with me. My big sister's over there. Everything is cool. Right? We watching tennis. We having a conversation. We end up going to go get some frozen yogurt. Now, I've been peeping. My mama has been making some like shady comments, or like trying to make like these weird like making weird commentary towards me, and I've been defending myself and deflecting that shit, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I have one of those moms where if you don't allow her to disrespect you, it's disrespect. Right?
I understand. Yeah.
So now we done ate the frozen yogurt. We go to Walmart.
Yeah, we went to Walmart.
We get back to her house.
Okay.
We help her stake some of these lights that she done went and got from Walmart, and then we go back inside, right?
Yeah.
So my mom's like, oh yeah, let's play some Uno. So now
I love Uno.
She's shuffling the cards or whatever. She's like, Gabby, get me that Powerade out that fridge and get me a cup of ice. Right? And see, my thing is, I don't mind doing this stuff, but I do mind it when my mom gets to talking to people like she's like in a disrespectful manner. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's weird. Like, it's like, Gabby, can you go and just like get that Powerade that's in the fridge and get me a cup of ice while you at it?
Yeah.
Right? Something like that. All right, cool. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Make sure get my Powerade and give me a cup of like all that extra carrying on. That's weird to me, right?
Yeah, I know,
so
right?
I'm just like, I'm getting her the Powerade, but I'm also like, yeah, like let's revise the tone.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just revise the tone.
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
So I get her the Powerade and I get her the cup of ice.
What kind of Powerade was?
I get her a cup in a glass. I put the glass down. I said a plastic cup of ice.
Oh.
She didn't say a plastic cup of ice. No, she didn't say a plastic cup of ice. So now you already talking to me like I'm not even a person, let alone your daughter. And now you sitting here trying to get into it with me about the type of cup you got. I grabbed that cup. I grabbed that glass. I went ahead and threw all that. I threw that ice in that sink. Put that glass down and went and sit on the couch. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit. And then here come my sister. Can you just get her the ice? I'm like, nah, you get her the ice. You get her the ice because I'm not dealing with whatever this is. And now here comes the theatrics and the lies and the drama. First off, she lying, talking about she having a heat flash and I'm about to fall out.
Not fall out.
Just give me. I need something. Mind you, she has a chilled Powerade. That's been in the fridge for 24 hours. It's sitting right here. If this is her chair, if I'm her, I'm sitting in this chair, the Powerade's right here.
Oh, wow.
The Powerade is already opened. You drunk from the Powerade.
No. So
I'm confused on why you're now trying to make it seem like, if I don't get a cup of ice, that you're going to die from a heat stroke. I shit you not. And so I'm sitting here like, I'm not entertaining this. Right? So then my sister ends up just going to get her a plastic cup of ice, right? So she sits the ice down in front of my mom. You would think that my mom would then take the Powerade, open the Powerade, pour the Powerade in the cup, and then drink it. If you are actually going through something so traumatic that it's with your bodily functions.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting here making it seem like you about to die from heat and from thirst, but yet you have a cup of ice right here.
Yeah.
A Powerade right here.
Yeah.
You wanna know what she did? She told my sister, pour the Powerade in the cup. And so my sister pours the Powerade in the cup. She drinks the Powerade, and the whole time she's drinking this Powerade, she's trying to go back and forth with me. She's sitting here going back and forth with me, calling me out my name, doing all this extra carrying on, and I'm sitting here like, girl, I don't get none of this that you're talking about, right? So then she finishes the Powerade. Then she starts talking to my sister crazy. Come over here and pour me some more Powerade. Like doing all this extra carrying on, right? My sister is over it now. She's like, I'm not pouring you shit no more. I'm not pouring you nothing no more because now you're doing too much. Like you actually are doing too much. Why did this lead to the same woman who just sat up here and said, I am about to fall out from heat stroke or a hot flash? This woman then gets up and starts chasing my sister around trying to hit her.
Wow.
This is the same woman. The same woman that got her ass up and is now chasing my sister around trying to hit her. She then grabbed my sister's phone and threw my sister's phone, like full force, threw my sister's phone at her twice. So now I'm like, all right, cool, I'm ready to go. Like, it ain't no shade, I'm ready to go, right? So now my mom then sat back down, right? My sister, she's back in the kitchen, like she's done, like she's over it, right? So now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and head out. I didn't grab my dog. I'm ready to go, right? Mind you, right? My mom is sitting at the table right here. The kitchen island is probably like right here, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And so I looked at my sister. I'm like, yeah, can you go ahead and move mom's car from behind my car so that I can go ahead and leave? Because I'm not trying to stay around this, right?
Right.
My mom then gets up, grabs her purse off of the counter, sits back down, and puts her purse in front of her. The key to her car is in the purse. Wow. She knows the key in the car is in her purse. She knows that we need the key to move the car for me to leave. And instead of her giving the key to my sister, she grabs her purse off the counter and tries to hoard the key. And so I tell her, I asked her, I said, Mom, where's your key? She gonna say it should be up there where the keys is hanging up at. I said, Mom, the key is not up here. Oh, then your sister got it. I said, Mom, she doesn't have it. It's in your purse. Can you please just give us the key? She started ignoring me, right? Oh, wow. So now I'm starting to get angry because I'm trying to remove myself from a situation and you're trying to keep me in it.
Oh, wow.
Right? So now I'm telling her, I'm like, Mom, I want to leave. I'm trying to be nice, but you're about to make me mad. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to remove myself, but you are actively hiding the key from us. Can you please just give her the key? She gets up like a child. I promise you, she gets up. She grabs her purse and she storms upstairs and locks herself into her bedroom.
Nah.
So
She moved that fast?
I'm trying to calm down. My dog don't know what the f***, and I'm just like, you know what? Okay, cool. I put my dog back in his cage, right, back in his crate, and I go upstairs, right. So now I'm determined it's ever gonna get this way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because now it's in my head. I'm trying to not escalate the situation because I know that's what she wants. I know she wants to fight. I know she wants me to put my hands on her. I know she wants me to do all this extra carrying on. She should call the police and act like she's the victim and do all this extra carrying on. That's not what I'm finna do. But I also know my mom. I also know she likes to cosplay as a hood. She likes to cosplay as like one of these baddie Midwest mothers. The whole time she is soft. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? I start turning up a little bit, right? I do start turning up a little bit, right?
Okay.
But ultimately, my sister was able to intervene before things escalated. Because I was this close. I was this close to going to jail today, y'all. I promise you I was. I was this close.
This close?
To going to jail today. I was.
This close, okay.
But my sister managed to get the key, move the car.
Yep.
I came home.
Yep.
I'm not fine.
Oh, wow.
I just say all that to say this. When y'all ask me, why I don't never see you with your mama?
Yeah.
That is why.
So this story right here is a perfect example of how some parents will create chaos out of absolutely nothing. The argument started over something so simple as a cup of ice. But the issue was not ever about the cup or about the ice or about the Gatorade or whatever drink the mother was drinking. As I alluded to at the top of the video, it's all about control. You know, when a parent speaks to their adult child in an aggressive or disrespectful tone, it's just rudeness altogether. It's a more, a power move. And the creator finally decides to leave for her own peace of mind. Her mother tried to stop her by taking the keys and locking herself into her bedroom. And that, clear to me, is just manipulation. You know what is interesting, guys, is that I realized that this kind of behavior keeps showing up over and over again online. And so many people are sharing stories of parents who deliberately provoke their children just to paint themselves as a victim when the child reacts. You know, that's a toxic cycle, and one that is rooted in control and ego. It's never about care or concern. Some of these parents want a confrontation because it keeps them in a position of power. And if you guys let me know, because we're going to have the conversation down below, chime in if you all agree with me, and if you've ever been in a toxic cycle with your own parents, please feel free to share your stories down below.
My son, he's a minor. Understand what I'm saying? I didn't come to you. I didn't touch you. I wasn't aggressive to you. If I him up to you, take me to jail. Get this mother out of my house. You understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying to you? Shut the up.
Back down.
Don't touch me.
Hey, Leslie, step out here.
I need you to get this out of my house.
Okay.
You take me to jail, but don't tell me what the do in my house. Do not.
Calm down, mama.
Do in my house.
Calm down.
He got to get the out.
Why? What's going on?
He don't want to do what the it is I tell him to do.
Okay.
He's fine. Is he hurt? He's well fed.
I just saw
He's
him
not
holding a
malnourished.
baseball bat. Okay, so we're gonna talk to you there, and I want to investigate what's going on. Right.
You real disrespectful, so I'm gonna go to jail. So I called so that way I'm gonna protect myself and I'm gonna protect him, because if not, I'm gonna not have a real cute mother child. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
In his life. I pushed his 8 pounds and 14 ass out of my.
Okay, mama. We understand that.
You have no reason to follow me.
I came here and you had a bat in your hand.
And that's for my son. In my house.
Don't put your fingers on my face.
I'm going to arrest you for obstructing right now if you don't step out.
What you not gonna do?
You got 5 seconds.
What you're not going to do, excuse me, and when you get finished,
She going to jail.
I'm a devil. I am a devil.
Oh, no, you're
so why
not.
do you have to be
Oh,
here
no.
if I'm a devil? No, but they're stalling me.
you're in front of
Let's
us.
put the stuff there. She
You're
don't
in
want.
front
Oh, no, you the devil.
I'll move it from here to.
I know exactly how it went down.
What?
Hold on.
No, No, Daddy. You say you the devil. She better get out of my house. Shoot, get out of the house. No.
This is so sad.
You ain't a son. Until you leave, everything will be
Y'all are
okay.
parents. Everything will be okay.
Yeah. You remember when you said it last time?
I ain't say nothing to y'all. Y'all can't say nothing to me.
Look at that room. Look at all them clothes.
She keeps prolonging. That's what she just told him.
They did this before.
We don't want anything. What? We want demons? We want demons?
Wow.
He's a demon. He's really a demon. It's my mouth. It's my mouth because you hear about yourself. None of your kids ever did. I'm glad I have this on video.
I wish y'all the best of luck.
Well, I don't wish you nothing.
All kids that don't know nothing.
Don't do her shit.
Bye.
No, you got everything. Want to throw her stuff out here. They knew we just got a job. That's what I'm saying. I have to record everything. You know what? They present themselves like they're the best parents in the world. Best parents. And I'm going to make sure people going to know what type of parents we had to deal with. 4 years through college without them. I made it through. And it's always college in the discussion with them. They surprised I got us far. You know what? They thought I was going to need their help. I'm so glad I got everything on record.
You want to learn?
Look at them dishes.
Okay, Mom. Like, why you? Like, why? This not live. This the camera. This could be a viral moment on TikTok or something.
I don't care.
This is stuff people be liking to see.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I agree. You need to fucking go. Disrespectful as shit. And go, just keep fucking going. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You want to go? I can go. We can go. You want to go there? We can go.
Look, yo, this is my life. This is my life, guys. This is every day. I can't wait. I get rich. I'm goofy. I'm gonna rich. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich. It's funny. You have to laugh at stuff like this so sad. Do y'all mamas be treating y'all like this? Do y'all mamas act like this? 'Cause my mama do this every day. Every day, y'all. My mama act like this. What the hell?
My mother threw a lot of tantrums throughout my childhood, which led to me cutting her off when I was 17 years old. Now, one of the most memorable tantrums that she threw was when I was 15 years old and I worked at this local pizzeria in my town. It was a Sunday, so it was a school night, and I worked from 10 to 10, so I worked about 12 hours. At the end of my shift, my mother called me and she was like, "Hey, Katya, can you buy wings so that your little sister can have something to eat later?" I was like, "Sure. Just so you know, the wings are pre-seasoned and they might be a little spicy for her." My mother was like, "Just make sure it's not spicy." And no matter what I said, she just said, "Make sure they're not spicy," but I didn't have any control over the spice since they were and whatever, you know. Brought them home, gave them to my sister, and I went into my room. 5 minutes later, my mom is screaming and bursts into my room and she's like, "You fucking bitch, you did that on purpose. You didn't want your sister to eat. I told you that they shouldn't be spicy. Your sister can't even eat them, they're too spicy." And I was like, "Mom, they're pre-seasoned." And she just didn't get that. Or she just didn't care to get that. She pulled me out of my room, threw me into the living room, and from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m., she screamed at me for hours over pre-seasoned wings. No matter how nicely I would try to explain it, she just didn't get it or like didn't care to get it because she just wanted to yell at me for whatever reason she wanted to that day. And I was like, "Mom, let me break it down for you. I didn't season the wings. The ticket that are connected to the bag of the wings literally write, and you can read it, it says, 'Please don't make spicy,' which I typed in to make sure that they weren't spicy. They're pre-seasoned, so if they're a little spicy, it's because packaging from the factory that my boss pre-bought already had seasoning on there. You can't just take it off. There's nothing you can do about it." And she just didn't get it. She was like, you did it on purpose. You didn't want her to eat. You're a piece of shit. Like, for hours. I got to the point where I was like, can you just leave me alone? And my mother, like usual, pull out her cell phone or start like recording me and screaming in my face. And I was like, whatever. Like, I just sat there for hours. 2 a.m. came rolling around, and my dad came home from his late night shift because he's a cop, so, you know, they work weird hours. He came home and he went up to my mom. He was like, why are you screaming at her? Like, what's going on? Like, what did she do now? And my mom was like, she gave her sister bad wings on purpose. She gave her spicy so she can't eat. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God. And my dad turned to me and was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, Dad, the wings are pre-seasoned. I can't control the seasoning on the wings. They're spicy because they're pre-seasoned. I couldn't do anything about it. And my dad, at that moment, he was just like, turned to my mom and was like, are you f***ing serious? You screamed at her for hours over pre-seasoned wings? And then he explained the same thing I've been explaining to her for hours, and then like finally explained to her again, and then she goes, oh, I get it now. Okay, Katya, you can go into your room and sleep. After 12 hours, I have to come home and deal with your pre-seasoned wings.
So this story right here is a clear example of when a parent chooses to misunderstand their child. All this young woman did was to bring home some wings from work, which her mother had requested. The wings that were already pre-seasoned, and she tried to explain it so many times in this story. But instead of listening, her mother turned it into a full-blown argument, accusing her of doing it on purpose, just so her little sister couldn't eat. You know what I mean, guys? It is so ridiculous. An argument that went on for 12 whole hours. 12 hours over chicken wings. That tells me that the issue isn't about food, it's about what, guys? You're all bright and leave the C word down in the comment section. So what is even more telling is that as soon as the father came home and said the exact thing that the daughter has been explaining all day, then suddenly the mother came to her aha moment and understood. That shows you right there that some mothers don't want to hear their daughters, they just want to dominate them. And now looking at it, you know, I'm thinking that some mothers even deliberately choose not to understand their own daughters because deep down they're actually jealous of them. And you know, it's painful to admit, but I think that there is some truth to it. This kind of jealousy and competition between mothers and daughters is something that we are seeing not just in one culture but across many, and it's really heartbreaking because it creates a lifelong emotional damage. People love to say, you know, but it's your mother, you have to forgive her no matter what. But at what point do you start making excuses for their toxic behavior just because it's coming from a parent? You guys let me know. There comes a time when protecting your peace has to come before preserving a relationship that constantly drain you. And that is exactly why so many people, especially daughters, are choosing to go no contact with their parents. Now let's get into this creator's story as to why she went no contact with her mother, and let us see if her reasons were really justified. Of course, guys, keep the comment section buzzing. This is a conversation that needs to be had. Remember to like the video if you haven't already done so. Without further ado, let's keep watching.
I had to cut off my narcissistic mom. Yep. The breaking point was literally the hurricane that just happened in Houston. To give y'all context, I live 20 minutes away from her. I live in the inner city of Houston, and she lives a little bit closer to Katy, which is about 20-30 minute drive, whatever. Cool. The day the hurricane came, I didn't have power or water. She didn't have power or water.
Okay.
I literally, mind you, I also own a beauty supply store. Okay. One last factor I really need to put in there. My mom is a Pentecostal. Okay. She has so many supplies like the world's about to end. Like, if you go into her house, she has 8 cases of 40 packs of water, battery operated fans, this and that. If there was an apocalypse, you would think she would be ready. Okay? She's a 60-year-old woman.
Okay.
Also, she's disabled. She's disabled, okay? Her knees are bone to bone.
Okay.
But she actively picks and chooses when she's as disabled as she claims. Like, some days she don't need nobody, and other days she's like, oh, you just don't care about me.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So I finally get service like around 12 p.m. and call my mom. It's like, are you okay? Yada yada yada. Whoop. We're just like, she's like, girl, yeah, I'm okay. I just don't got power or water. And I was like, oh yeah, me too, whatever. And she's like, yeah, just call me, like, just like emergency calls, like save our battery and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, bet. And then we hung up the phone. So I was like, check my mom's fine, right?
Yeah, right.
My next thing I needed to check on was my store. Mind you, my store was damaged. It's handled now,
wow.
but like roof caved in, all that in the 9 yards. That same night, I ended up staying like an hour at my friend's Airbnb because she had like water and power, but we had to go up 3 flights of stairs to get to the Airbnb. Like, so my mom couldn't even come there for refuge, even if she wanted to, because she can't go upstairs.
Okay.
Cool. Anyways, I did that, showered, charged up our phones, we went back home. Next day, I called my mom again to just, we're checking up on people and whatever. She has an attitude now.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. Just worry about you. Worry about what you got going on. You just don't care about me.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Why'd she say that?
Click.
Yeah,
because what we're not about to do is have an attitude, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, then my family started calling me like, why did you abandon your mom? Why aren't you checking up on your mom? Why aren't you? Mind you, if you saw the videos from the hurricane, where she lives, it was so flooded. There's no way I was going 20 minutes out that way. Okay.
Okay.
And like, we're in the same predicament. Why was I driving over there to just be in the same predicament? Okay. You were fine. Anyways, the next day after that, my mom likes to do this thing where she likes to be fake mature and have conversations like she's trying to understand where I'm coming from and why I have to act the way I act and have boundaries.
Yeah.
So while I'm getting groceries, she calls me and she's just like, Jessica, what did I do so wrong to you that you don't want to check up on your mother and make sure that she's fine and she's okay? And basically, I broke it down to her the same way I'm breaking it down to you guys. Like,
yeah, you is breaking it down to me.
I here, you said you were fine, like this. And then I also added on the fact that, like, I was dealing with the store. She said, I don't give a F about your store.
Oh.
We're talking about life or death here.
Oh, my goodness.
Girl, you just said you were fine.
Yeah, she did say that.
Are checking on me. They said, I'll send an Uber for you. I'll do this. I'm like,
Uber?
Okay, but, like, then we decide, like, we don't need to use our phones that much.
Say it again.
You just want me to stay on the phone with you all day and check with you? Like, I just don't know what you were looking for. Or did you want me to bring you food? What do you want from me? Instead of communicating, like, what you expected me to do, you're getting mad at me about what I didn't do.
Yeah.
Anyways, besides the point, it just escalated to the point where I was crying. I was really upset. I could tell she was just trying to, like, yell at me, ridicule me, versus actually listen to me. Mind you, this is very normal behavior for me. So I just hung up. And when you hang up on my mom, she loses it, okay?
Oh, wow.
I always feel like the worst person in the world when she always, like, makes me feel like I'm being the worst daughter in the world. Like, I really start to think that maybe I'm just a terrible person. I start to overanalyze the situation, and I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore, because I know with my mom it's a cycle, okay? And the cycle is that I basically have to, like, back down, do whatever she wants in that moment, and then she'll be fine. But, like, the cycle literally messes with my mental so bad that I literally want no part. So I decided in that moment, I don't even want to talk to you no more. But it got worse.
Oh, it got worse.
Every Sunday, me and my boyfriend go to her crib to take out her trash, to get her mail, and whatever. So my boyfriend thought it was a smart idea to send this new credit card that I just got to her house. Mind you, I still have a key to the place because I was just living there like a year ago.
Okay.
Anyway, she decided to block me after I hung up on her, so I had to text her from my boyfriend's phone saying, like, hey, I need to go get my credit card. After that, I'll kind of be out your hair. After that, she kind of, like, was being mean to my boyfriend, whatever, so I just decided to go there myself and get it. Mind you, she never checks her mail.
No.
So I finally get to the mail, and the mail's gone. She never gets her mail. Like I said, she picks and chooses when she wants to be disabled because she doesn't want to walk to get her mail.
No.
She was petty enough to go get the mail, take my credit card, and return to sender. Mind you, I had so much going on at that moment. I really needed that credit card. And then when I like *667 and called her directly from our phone, I was like, I'm in the crib, where did you put the credit card? Now she's threatening to call the police, threatening me, saying that she gonna do XYZ to me and whatever if I don't get out her house when she has my credit card. That's when I really decided, you'll never ever see me ever again.
No.
And I don't know, am I wrong? Should I just continue the cycle? Everyone always says, like, you only have one mother. I wish I could talk to my mother again. But, like, what about my mental? What about, like, how I feel? Because, honestly, like, when she's good, she's so good. Like, top tier and stuff like that. But when it's bad, like, I literally almost want to just not be on this earth no more because the way she acts.
So it's moments exactly like these that I get frustrated that I have parents that just have decided to not be a part of my life and not give a shit about me. Because let me tell you a little story about how I've paid almost $600 now for this key. When I was parents, functioning, I don't want to say normal because they're not normal, but like parents, family that live 20 minutes from me. So if you've been keeping up with my like Colorado, Halifax back and forth journey, I had to be back in Halifax today for a wedding that I need to be at Fox Harbor. And I leave Colorado, I'm going from Denver to Toronto, Toronto to Halifax. In Toronto airport, I realized that I forgot my car keys in Colorado. So my physical car is back in Halifax, but my car keys are in Colorado. Obviously, I was like really upset at myself because how am I going to get to this wedding at Fox Harbor if I can't drive my car? Instantly, I messaged Zach because he's the person I really can depend on, and he's at work, can't get any of these messages. In my mind, I'm like, maybe he can UPS my keys overnight. Like, I don't know. And in Halifax, it was 11 o'clock at night and couldn't get me my keys because the UPS store was closed by the time I got off work. Trying to, what I could do, I could rent a car and then I can maybe get a second key for my Kona by tomorrow morning. I go down to the rental car place, got a friend with me because met him on the plane. He was coming in for a wedding to meet his girlfriend, and he offered me his window seat because I was like crammed in this one section with like some people. Anyway, so I'm going to rent a car. I offered to drive him in because there's no shuttle and whatnot. Anyways, so he's kind of along for the ride. I'm trying to make light of it. Rental car available is this Tesla. I can barely drive like a regular normal car, let alone this like computer car thing. So the guy's super friendly. He's helping me out. He gets me this Tesla. It's like $300 a day. But at this point, I just need to make sure that I'm getting to this wedding. I swear he said like the Tesla is the black Tesla for you. So I go in there. Me and my new friend are trying to figure out how to work this Tesla. Like the key is there. I'm trying to turn on. It's not working. But like 25 minutes. Finally, I go in and I'm like, listen, like I don't know what's going on, and I'm in the wrong fucking Tesla. So I had to go to the blue one. So this blue Tesla, finally get this going. Okay, we're on the road. I'll up him off to his girlfriend. And this guy's like younger. This is not like a sketchy situation. Anyways, drop him off. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like wired and just like thinking in my head, one, either gonna pay for this Tesla until Friday, which is gonna be like so much money, or two, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a key made for this car. Back to my house, which is currently vacant, and literally sleep on an air mattress because, again, this is why this whole rant is, I don't have a mom and dad to call and be like, hey, I need help. I'm in the Halifax airport. You live 20 minutes from the airport, but I know if I tried to call them, they wouldn't even pick up the phone. They would not even pick up the phone, and maybe if they did, they would probably laugh in my face and be like, too fucking bad. So it's moments like these that just make me so frustrated that I have the most narcissistic parent in the world. Back home, I lay in the air mattress. I set an alarm for 7:30 because I found like a couple key places that were going to be able to maybe make me a key. And now I'm asleep. I'm so fucking anxious at this point. I then start calling around Called Hyundai. They're like, oh no, it's gonna take a couple days. I'm like, well, at that point, I might as well just wait for my car keys to get shipped. There's one guy, they're like, oh no, we don't touch Hyundais, but I have a guy that does. Call this George guy. I wake him up. He goes, yeah, no problem. Like, where are you? I'll come find you. I think I can do this. Perfect. We love George. So George comes to my house 6 o'clock in the morning. It is now 11. It took him 3 hours to try to make this poor little key for me. It was $345. Only do I buy this key, but there was some reprogramming that happened. So now I still have to get Zach to ship my key here, and then I'm gonna call George back up and he's gonna reprogram my other key. I still have this Tesla, right? Tesla back to the airport. Ended up only having to spend the $300 to have it for the night. The most expensive, should've just Ubered, but anyways, in my mind, I was like, I need a car to get myself to this wedding. At the end of the day, moments like these, any other time, I don't really care. Like, not coming to my wedding, not showing up for, like, every aspect of my life. Oh, like, that stuff hurts, but it's when I get into situations like this, when I have no one to call. Like, I just think about all my friends that can just call up their mom and just be like, hey, Mom, I'm stuck. Can you come get me? I don't have a way to work. Or, hey, Dad, I'm stuck at the airport. You're only 20 minutes away. Can you help me? I don't have that. Similar situation like me, who have parents that have decided to favor children and ignore some. You're not alone. I totally understand what you're going through. Fucking sucks. And it makes you feel so lonely. I am the most independent person like you're ever meet because of it, because I've been put into so many situations where I just have to figure my shit out on my own, but it just sucks. And I'm not the only one. That was my little car rant. I never come on here and complain or get upset and stuff like that, but one of those moments that I'm just like so fed up. And I think I'm triggered because I'm back in Halifax where my family lives, and I've been in Colorado, like away from them and away from like this feeling, and I'm not even back in Halifax for a minute and I already am feeling it again. I'm gonna pull my shit together, head to Fox Harbor, and get this wedding on the road, and hopefully it stops raining.
I don't care what nobody say. A daughter just don't grow up hating her mama. She don't. She actually look up to her mama. She look up to her mama. She is inspired by her mama. And then the mama be the one that starts showing all that negativity, that hate. Yeah, them true colors start coming out the older that little girl get. She get older. And then she finally get old enough to see her mama for who she truly is. And that's when everything turns. That's when the girl just, okay, I don't even want to deal with my mama no more. Don't nobody just cut their mama off for no reason.
It's a reason.
It don't work like that.
It's some reason why they do it.
We want this woman to be our... This woman is literally the only woman figure in our life. Like, I want this woman to be everything that I need. I love this lady. I love her so much. Like, this is my mother. This is the person that gave birth to me. This is the person that brought me into this world.
Yeah.
Like, I love this lady.
Yeah.
And you grow up, and then the mama don't know how to talk to you. The mama don't know how to take accountability. The mama don't know how to say she's sorry and change her behavior. She's stuck in her ways. A child ain't stuck in their ways. A child is malleable. So how can a child just grow up and just instantly hate her mama like that? Instantly just cut her mama off for no reason.
No reason.
Y'all, like, make it make sense, please.
I know, right? Makes sense.
Please make it make sense.
Makes sense.
Okay, I just watched a video that said, once a child has become an adult, parents no longer get to be the parent that they want to be to their child. That they must be the parent that their child wants them to be to them. So let's talk about it. Most children are going no contact with their parents today for the simple fact that a lot of parents to gaslight their children into forgetting about how they were treated as a child. The podcast I just watched just said what was a regular Tuesday for you ended up being a day that I can never forget as a young adult, and it's the same day that I gotta go to a therapist and speak about just to heal from. So what wasn't big to you
because that was normal in your parenting routine became a trauma for me that I have to heal from as old. So simply put in my words, in today's time, the relationship has gone no contact. It's just the climax to a story of a narrative that parents created. Because again, remember, for some children, you were never allowed to speak up and to hold adults accountable for the things that they did wrong, because that was deemed disrespectful. So you grew up to navigate through life being walked over, being mistreated, and being abused, because those are the same patterns and the same things that were happening to you as a child, just by people who had no accountability. Let me know what y'all think.
I completely agree with what this creator said, because this is something that is not talked about enough. The fact that so many parents refuse to take accountability for the harm that they have caused, and a lot of adult children are sitting in therapy right as we speak, unpacking trauma that their own parents created. And some of these parents are walking around acting like they did nothing wrong. They missing nothing with them do. It is justified. It's almost like some parents see themselves beyond the correction, and that is the problem. As if because they're a parent, that means they can't be questioned. But the truth is, love without accountability isn't real love. You can't say to your child that you love them and then you ignore the damage that you have done to them. Parents often demand respect, but of course refuse to offer reflection, and they'll blame the child that the child is either disrespectful or everything is for social media, or this favorite word, today's generation, when really a lot of these adult children are just trying to heal from the wounds that they didn't cause. We're now in a time where more people are breaking down generational patterns that makes older generation uncomfortable, because for the first time children are saying, no, I'm not going to normalize this behavior just because it's coming from my mother or my father. Therapy, boundaries, and emotional awareness are not signs of disrespect, they are signs of growth. And sometimes that growth means confronting these uncomfortable truths about the people who raised you. So of course, Islanders, let's continue watching some of these no contact stories and just basically exploring the psychology behind them. And I just want to take this moment to say that if you are going through something like this, my heart truly goes out to you, because I know it's not easy to love someone from a distance, especially when that person is a parent. But of course, just remember that your peace, your healing, and your sanity is what matters. Of course, guys, if you're loving this video so far, remember to give it a thumbs up. With that being said, let's keep watching.
We're no contact with our parents because we have to, not because we want to. Let me cook. There's a lot of controversy around people that go no contact with their parents, and I really feel some kind of way about that. Nothing irritates me more than somebody saying, you only have one mother. You need to love, honor, and respect her. It doesn't matter if you were abused. It doesn't matter if they put other people before you. It doesn't matter that you had a very traumatic childhood that you have to grow up and heal from. You should still love and honor them, no matter what harm they've done to you mentally, physically, spiritually. So here's my translation for the old folk that love to tell me that bullshit. No matter what they've done to you, you continue the generational curse by pretending like that they've done to you never happened. Just keep loving them. Just keep talking to them. Just keep not holding them accountable. Listen, it's 2025 and nobody is about to sit around and beg their parents, mom, dad, grandmother, granddaddy, whoever raised you, to go to therapy, to take accountability, to be a good parent, to be a good grandparent. Nobody's about to sit around here, continue to let you do the bullshit you do and not hold you accountable for it. The way that I choose to hold my parent accountable is to simply leave that person the hell alone. They don't want anything to do with me. They don't want anything to do with my kids. Okay, no big deal at all. Some of us have already experienced the death of a parent that is still alive. We've been mourning our whole lives. We have already cried 1,000,000 tears. We have already tried 1,000,000 times to reconcile. Trust me when I say we have already given 1,000,000 chances for that parent to get their shit together. And when they still choose to stay the same, we gotta cut ties. I just did an entire pregnancy and my parent didn't call one time to check on me. Not once. Not even a phone call to any of my children. And again, that's okay. I'm not mad at all. My whole point is to stop coming to people like me that are no contact with their parents and assuming you know the story and telling us how we should handle the situation in the most respectful way. You show me you don't care about me, I will respectfully leave you alone. Millennials are holding their parents accountable, and it is what it is. It could all be so simple, but it never really is for them.
Please don't allow your poisonous mother to turn you into her copy. It will never get better with a toxic mother, no matter how hard you try. The problem is your mother, not you. She will not improve or change. The earliest you escape, you will have more chances to save your sanity. One day, this will wreck your social behavior, your relationships, and your communication with other people, and might destroy your life. No one chooses his parents, and kids are not responsible for what happened in their parents' life. You can't fix your mother, and it's not your work to deal with it. One thing I can tell you from my own experience is that single mothers are the most possible candidates for poisonous parents. Your mother is damaged and poisonous, but that doesn't mean you have to take her poison. The only toxin that can hurt you are the ones you let in. Poisonous people are people in pain, regardless of whether they admit it to themselves or to others. My advice to you is to live your own best life and try to find forgiveness within yourself.
Nobody actually ever talks about how heartbreaking it really is to not have a mom that's dependable or nurturing or reliable or mature. Nobody ever talks about us women that are doing it all alone because our mothers are incapable of helping us in a healthy way. Oh, my mom will help me, but on her own terms and in a very unhealthy way. It's toxic to me. Nobody ever talks about how hard it is for us women who have mothers that are toxic. Like how deep in your soul you long. You just long for your mom. But not your mom, not your toxic mom. Like a mother figure. I think as a society we need to talk about toxic moms more, because a lot of us are just accepting them into our lives and letting them be a part of our lives when we shouldn't. And then for those of us that decided not to let them into our lives, it is a really difficult thing to do it all on your own. There are several reasons to why I think it's hard. Is because one, society makes you feel guilty for ousting your mom out of your life. And two, I think because it's not talked about and the struggles that we go through is not openly accepted and talked about, I think that's what makes it really hard, is that we feel very alone. But you're not alone. There are many of us that have cut off our mother figures. And if you have done that, I am very proud of you, because actually that is harder than holding on to a toxic mother figure. To completely cut off a mom and have no contact with her for the sake of your well-being, your mental well-being, and your children's well-being, that's actually harder than having them be a part of your life. So I'm proud of you.
It's hard enough for an adult child of a narcissistic mother, particularly when you have become very consciously aware that your mother never was the mother that you thought she was. You become very aware that your mother is never going to be the mother that you deserve, nor is she going to be able to be the mother that you want her to be. And that is horrendous for anybody to get their head around. But it gets even more problematic when the adult child has children of their own, because then they're faced with the difficult decision: do I continue to allow my children to have a relationship with my narcissistic mother? Because if you have a narcissistic mother, that means then you've also got a narcissistic grandmother. And society puts such a lot of pressure on us as parents to have a relationship with our children to have a relationship with their grandmother, because society says that all grandmothers are kind and caring and thoughtful and want what's best for our children and want what's best for ourselves. But if you have a narcissistic mother, you and I both know that's not quite the case, because a narcissistic grandparent will be crossing your boundaries without question, without limit. They'll be undermining your parenting style, and your rules that perhaps you've laid out for your family. She will be disrespecting that, criticising it, and the worst still, she'll be critical in front of your own children and disregarding what it is that you want. And if this happens over a long period of time, you can actually see where your own children become very disrespectful of you, because your their grandmother has actually encouraged your own children to pit against you, because she wants to be the most favoured parent of all, because she believes that she's a better parent than you. It's disgusting. You'll notice that a narcissistic grandmother has to be the centre of attention. She's either the victim or she's ruining your special occasion, whether that's your wedding, whether that's your birthday, your engagement, your special time, your graduation. She will be guilt-tripping you or making it about her. So if there's something hard going on in your life, it'll be how it's impacting her. Never mind how it's impacting you. She doesn't care, because she's self-absorbed, she's self-centred, and she's selfish. You'll notice that a narcissistic grandmother is a royal queen manipulator. She will be guilt-tripping her own grandchildren to spend time with her. She will criticise her own grandchildren about maybe their weight, how they look, what they're doing, who they're spending time with. She will assign, though, a golden grandchild if there's more than one, and that's very sad, because the other grandchildren will begin to realise that this one grandchild gets treated differently, and will be spoiled more and treated differently, given love and attention, financially supported more than the other children. And sadly, the golden grandchild thinks that this is love, but it's not, because it will come with conditions, right? All narcissistic grandparents and parents, they can only love with condition. The conditional love is very much like, she will only give you affection, she will only give you her approval so long as you're giving her what she needs. You're going along with her every whim, and if you're not, you will be punished, you will be given the silent treatment, you will be stonewalled, and of course you'll be guilt-tripped, and she will make herself out to be the victim, which is where you cannot criticise a narcissistic grandparent. She will automatically be rejecting of your points, comments, your concerns. She will be defensive, she will be deflecting, she will be lying, she will be denying, and of course she will be the victim. So if you are the adult child of a narcissistic parent, it is fair enough for you to then be reflective and be considering whether or not your children should continue to have a relationship with that parent. Because if you've had to make the very, very difficult decision to move away from them, all because of their treatment and ongoing abuse of you, there is a very good chance that they will then continue that abuse with your own children. But I do understand that each case is individual, and I'm not here to tell you what decision to make. I am validating your experience is incredibly difficult and challenging, and it is different though if our children are younger, because we can protect them and from that type of abusive environment and manipulative environment. But when our children are older, it's harder, because if our children are adults, then we should give them the autonomy to decide whether or not they want to have a relationship with their grandparent, because they may find that difficult to move away from them, even though you probably don't like it, because you know that they will be exposed to emotional abuse, guilt tripping, and the things that I've been explaining today. So I just wanted to validate someone out there today, and maybe to educate someone out there that if somebody has walked away from their parent and they are now no longer longer allowing the children to have a relationship with their grandparent, please don't be quick to jump and to make judgment or pass judgment on that parent, because I would imagine there'll be a very good reason as to why that grandparent is no longer being allowed to have a relationship with their children, and it will be probably because the parent wants to protect their child from the abuse and the manipulation that they have experienced all throughout their lives. So I hope that helps, and take it from there.
These last 4 creators did such an amazing job of putting everything into perspective. And now, guys, I'm going to go on my soapbox just for the outro of this video, because I realized that at the end of the day, going no contact with a parent isn't about being cold, it's not about being bitter or being ungrateful. It's about choosing the peace in an environment where peace was never offered. You know, it's about realizing that love doesn't come with pain or manipulation or just constant emotional exhaustion. Sometimes walking away isn't rejection, it's self-preservation, and I am so big on that. And for so many people, especially daughters, this decision doesn't come easy. You can only imagine there is guilt, there is confusion, and there's a little voice that is saying, you know, but it's your mother, give her a chance. Yet, people will fail to understand that being someone's child doesn't mean that you have to tolerate being mistreated. You can love your parents and still recognize that their behavior is toxic. And you can also forgive someone without allowing them continued access to you. Healing from this kind of pain takes more time, and it takes courage, because it means that you're breaking away from generation of silence or maybe denial, and the idea that parents are always right simply because they're older. But this generation, believe it or not, they're different. We're no longer afraid to call things for what we see. The manipulation, the gaslighting, the neglect, and even when it comes from your own family. So family, if you have made it thus far into today's video, you're still here with me, and if you've ever felt guilty for protecting your peace, I want you to remember this. You're not wrong for choosing yourself. You're not wrong for setting boundaries, and you are not wrong for walking away from chaos.
Well, thank you for my island girl. Well, to me though, boys and girls, it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a kid trying to explain to their mom or dad that hey, but they don't want to listen. But to me though, boys and girls, I'm gonna wrap this video. So if you're new to the channel, well, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, turn the. If you made it to the end of the video, boys and girls, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, turn button, and comment below, and share your friend and family. And do not forget that subscribe button, because we help the channel out. And hit me on Instagram, TikTok. Show your bros some love. Alright, boys and girls, and I will see y'all next time. Deuces.